Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Lakers look to cap successful six-game trip with matchup in Washington. Continuing their push toward the postseason, the Los Angeles Lakers will look to close a successful road swing on Wednesday night when they visit the Washington Wizards. The matchup will be the second leg of back-to-back sets for both Los Angeles, 43-33, and Washington, 15-61, with each team coming off a win on Tuesday. The Lakers improved to 4-1 on their six-game road trip with a 128-111 defeat of Toronto. The win was the seventh in the last 8 games for a Los Angeles team jockeying in a crowded Western Conference playoff race. The Lakers reside in ninth place, 1.5 games behind the Sacramento Kings and Phoenix Suns, who are tied for 7th at 44-31. D'Angelo Russell scored 25 points Tuesday and Anthony Davis added 21 points and 12 rebounds for his 59th double-double of the season. Davis is on pace for a career-best average of 12.7 rebounds per game. LeBron James notched 23 points on 10 of 12 shooting from the floor and is 23 of 29 over Los Angeles's last 2 games. James scored 40 points Sunday in a 116-104 win at Brooklyn. The 4-time NBA MVP and 20-time All-Star has played each of the last 4 games on the road trip, although Tuesday's 29 minutes were his fewest. He was non-committal about his availability for Wednesday's game. "It all depends how I'm feeling," James said of playing against Washington. "Every minute counts. I was able to get back to the locker room during the fourth quarter in Toronto and get going on a treatment and my prep and start preparing my body hopefully for Wednesday." James and Davis were crucial to Los Angeles winning the most recent time the team faced the Wizards, a 134-131 overtime victory on February 29. Davis collected 40 points and 15 rebounds, and James had 31 points and 9 assists. The Wizards' setback came amid a 16-game losing streak for Washington, which snapped a 3-game skid Tuesday with a 117-113 defeat of Milwaukee. The Wizards overcame a triple-double of 35 points, 15 rebounds, and 10 assists from Giannis Antetokounmpo, with Corey Kispert's 27 points pacing 6 Washington scorers in double figures. With his 23 points, Deni Avdija recorded his 14th straight game of at least 14. Jordan Poole went for 16 points and dished a career-high 13 assists. "It's been great," Wizards interim coach Brian Keefe said of Poole's play of late. "He controlled the flow, and this is what we envisioned when we put the ball in his hands more, for his growth and his development." Although eliminated from postseason contention long ago, Washington will close its regular season looking to avoid finishing with the worst record in franchise history. This year's Wizards are 2 losses shy of matching the 2000-2001 and 2008-2009 Washington teams for the most defeats in a season. While wins have come sparingly in Washington's schedule, Tuesday's result was the Wizards' 3rd victory over a team in position to qualify for either the playoffs or play-in since March 10. They knocked off Miami on March 10 and Sacramento on March 21. LeBron James opens up on Rajon Rondo's retirement, "one of the best players I ever played with." Rajon Rondo announced his retirement after playing 16 seasons in the NBA and winning 2 championships. His second title came with the 2020 Lakers alongside LeBron James, who opened up on Rondo's retirement after the Lakers win over the Raptors. "One of the best players I ever played with. His IQ is out of this world. I was very lucky to get to team up with him when I was in LA. Being in LA, him coming to the Lakers, I was ecstatic about that and I knew what we'd accomplish together. Do always talked about if he ever teamed up with me, he knew we could win a championship. And we did that." James also recounted what it was like to play against a competitor like Rondo, hailing him as a spectacular player. "He was a fierce competitor throughout my career when he was in Boston. You know the battles we had when I was in Cleveland and then going to Miami. he got everything out of his career and more. Two-time champion, multiple All-Stars, and for a couple of years, he led the league in assists or was up there. Spectacular player. James and Rondo played together on the Lakers for 2 seasons, sharing the court for 88 regular season games. Rondo averaged 7.0 points, 3.6 rebounds, and 5.8 assists on the Lakers alongside LeBron, retiring with career averages of 9.8 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 7.9 assists. LeBron and Rondo are both considered 2 of the highest IQ players of the modern era, which explains why both were attracted to playing alongside each other despite their rivalry in the late 2000s and early 2010s. Rondo is also retiring with the unique distinction of having won a title with both the Lakers and Celtics. With Rondo officially pulling the curtains on his incredible career, everyone will be waiting to see what he does next. One of the avenues he can explore with his incredible IQ is coaching, something LeBron James recently claimed he wants to see Rondo do. Rajon Rondo. He could do things on the go. It's very weird to me that he's not coaching at a high level. I think it's because he doesn't want to do it. Who wants to deal with these rich entitled guys all the time? Even though James questioned if Rondo wanted to enter coaching, the point guard seemed amenable to the idea. After James made his comments, Rondo put up an Instagram story asking his fans whether he should pursue coaching at the pro level or at the NCAA level. He'd have his pick of opportunities if he wanted to be an assistant coach, as Rondo's incredible game sense would naturally translate well to coaching. All Rondo needs to do is avoid the Steve Nash path where he rushes into a high-profile head coaching job without any experience and then is blamed for the team not succeeding. If he works his way onto a staff as an assistant coach and then develops himself, he'll likely find his way as an NBA head coach one day. Wild 4-team proposed trade sends Lakers a 3-time All-Star. The 42-33 Los Angeles Lakers are the number 9 seed in the Western Conference, holding on to a play-in spot by 3.5 games as of April 2. It's been an up-and-down season, shown by their record, but the Lakers have played well recently, going 7-3 in their last 10 games. While this season is far from over, this can be an important offseason for the franchise. A proposed trade from Andy Bailey of Bleacher Report lands the Lakers' 3-time All-Star Trae Young. The deal, which involves the Golden State Warriors, Atlanta Hawks, and Minnesota Timberwolves, has many moving parts. The Warriors would receive Karl-Anthony Towns, Rui Hachimura, and Garrison Matthews. The Hawks would receive Draymond Green, D'Angelo Russell, Jalen Hood-Schifino, Wendell Moore Jr., a 2029 first-round pick from the Lakers, and a 2031 top 5 protected first-round pick from the Lakers. Austin Reeves would head to the Timberwolves, including Chris Paul, Tracy Jackson-Davis, a 2025 second-round pick from Atlanta from Minnesota, a 2026 first-round pick from Golden State, and a top 5 protected 2028 first-round pick from Golden State. The Lakers would land Young, Josh Minott, and Gue Santos. They'd lose Reeves, Russell, Hachimura, Hood-Schifino, a 2029 first-round pick, and a top 5 protected 2031 first-round pick. It's a massive price to pay, but one they could be willing to do to land Young. The 25-year-old point guard is averaging 26.4 points, 10.8 assists, and shooting 37.1% from three-point range on the season. The Los Angeles Lakers decided to not make a move during the NBA trade deadline, a decision that allowed them to have better assets during the offseason to find a third star. LeBron James will enter his age 40 season next year and could hit the free agent market this offseason. Making a blockbuster deal similar to this one would show him that the front office is committed to winning. Young, offensively, has been talented enough to lead a team, as evident by his 25.6 points per game average in his career. Jovan Buha of The Athletic did a Q&A on March 29, saying the Lakers are interested in finding a third star. Yes, they are, going after a third star. And I can confirm that from multiple sources. They are going third-star hunting this offseason. And we'll see how that affects the D'Angelo Russell situation. We'll see how. You probably have to give up Austin Reeves in almost any third-star trade. Now, who's available? The one name I continually hear is Trae Young. He's been to Lakers playoff games before. He's a Clutch Sports client. That's probably the most realistic one right now. What happens with Dallas and Kyrie Irving? Do they flame out? Do they lose in the play-in? Do they lose in round 1? Does Dallas ultimately break that up? And then what's the market for Kyrie? Young, a 2021-22 All-NBA selection, isn't known for his defense. While it can become an issue for the Los Angeles Lakers, Bailey believes Anthony Davis can help Young defensively. Young clearly has defensive issues, but Anthony Davis could help cover up some of those. And over the last 5 seasons, the Hawks playmaker has averaged 27.2 points, 9.9 assists, and 2.8 made threes per game. Davis is a 3-time block champion and has been named to 4 NBA All-Defensive teams. He'd have to make up for what Young lacks on defense, but can succeed with him offensively as Young has averaged over 9.3 assists in every season outside of his rookie year. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation of Trae Young? Leave your opinion in the comments.